Finally, at the exit of the Underdark we are. In Baldur's Gate, Let's Play Baldur's Gate Shadows of Harm, the Enhanced Edition. I have re-equipped the most normal stuff back to our party. Because that drow can just turn to dust. I'm not even going to bother carrying it with us. Let us head on out, back to the surface.
As much as you have traveled, these last few feet to the surface have seemed the longest trek by far. Your relief at seeing the light of the sky is palpable, even though you are not really fleeing the black of the Underdark, rather the constant treachery.
Oh no, I'm fine with treachery.
Unfortunately, even though the setting has changed, your immediate future still looks to be far from peaceful. This area has been the staging ground for many recent battles, and judging from the faces of the beleaguered elven soldiers that now approach, there may be more to come.
So I'm curious about this plain glass window. Which one of these is the drow elf? I mean, this one looks more, I don't know, menacing with the kind of looking armor and the sharp scimitar, so that looks more drow, but his skin is very pale. Well, and also the armor is greenish, which is usually more the color of, forest elves. While this fellow seems to look a bit more noble and such, more heroic, I think. With the long hair, kind of blondish hair and everything. But his armor is much darker in color, and there's much darker background here. And also his eyes seem kind of reddish, at least on my end. So is he the drow? Both don't have dark skin, so I am not sure. Oh well.
We shall never surrender the Hardwoods.
I speak the common tongue that you might be warned. All that breach the surface will be fought back. Wait, you're no drow. But you travel with one amongst you. Are you collaborators? Have you betrayed us all to the darkness below? It would not be the first time we found traitors among our own kind. Explain yourself. Explain how you come here, elven brother, but choose your words well.
Let's see. Don't think this would be the answer. Skissy does not want to fight here just yet.
Viconia is a rogue drow. She has fought as hard as I. Now we seek Irenicus. Irenicus? You know of Irenicus. You will be, we'll speak with Elhan immediately. He will determine your relationship with this fiend. I will be watching my back through this. You will regret if this is a trap. Your fate will be decided shortly. You will remain under guard until Elhan sees you. Make no move. You will be watched closely.
I know. His voice sounds a bit similar to Skisney's, but well, they're both elven, so I think that makes sense. Tried to put a bit of variation in this
The
one.
Seldarine watch over us.
Welcome.
Victory shall be ours this day.
Yes, welcome. I'll have you know that I do not trust you. I have no reason to trust you. I do not feel I have to trust you. No doubt the same applies from your perspective. Yes. So with that omission out of the way, are you going to tell us what this is about?
No, I'm not. I merely came to look at you. You arrived from the depths, and I wish to see if the darkness was in your eyes. I am undecided. Elhan will see to you. He will make sure that you are comfortable, that you reveal as much as you reveal what you must of yourself. He is experienced and he has knowledge of the enemy. Mind that you obey him, regardless of your intent. If you attack any of my elves here, I will have you killed on the spot. We are legion, rest assured.
You are a demon?
No, I mean we're with many.
Oh, I thought you were a robot,
Thank
actually.
you for coming.
Robot? What are you talking about? You are a strange one. Well, I thank you for coming.
Oh, please, I get the feeling I'm just not welcome here.
You are not. Do not look to me to be your friend or confidant. I seek a very specific thing from you. I shall keep this brief. I have little time to waste on you. A few questions are all that I need regardless.
I will cooperate. I expect we are after the same person. I seek Arenicus.
I was told that perhaps you might know something of that person, and I'm very interested in learning exactly what. I will ask some things of you, and you will speak what you know. My sages will detect any falsehoods. They are very good at that sort of thing. They will pay close attention to your next statement, especially since you are already damned for having a drow traveling with you. Now then, something simple and direct to begin with. You emerged from the homes of the drow. Are you fleeing, or are you in league with them?
No, I left them bloody and battered. I did not flee. You should have seen the massacre put up in the city. Truth. I concur. Truth.
Oh, what a quick click. A truth. Well, that's a good start. You're currently not an ally of the drow, but it tells me nothing of your motives, though. Let us continue. A name, then. That's a name, then, that you know something of. Irenicus. Do you know of him?
Oh, well, bloodshed seemed to work for these people. I battled my way through the Underdark, seeking his black heart. Yes, I know him. Absolute truth.
No doubt at all, on both answers. Well, that is something somewhat reassuring. Your bloodlust certainly illustrates your true feelings about him. This has put me more at ease. Whatever manner of creature you are, we are on the same side in this instant at least.
Oh, I am so happy. Can I go now?
You are certainly less of a threat than I first imagined, but I do not think you're welcome yet. This area is still at risk, and I will not take any chances. Especially since there are still the matter of the drow you bring with you. I will return to her later, rest assured. For now, I will apprise you of the situation, and you will realize why travel in this area is to be so restricted. You might have received a warmer welcome, but Irenicus has triggered the strongest emotions wherever he has trod. He has stepped beyond all bounds of decency, and our very city is under weight of his thumb. Selden Aslar simply gone. It has only been concealed, but we cannot penetrate the magics that have hidden it. We are forced to remain here, pestered by the drow while our supplies falter.
Actually, the drow were incited by Arenicus, and bargains that he made with the Underdark. Something about the silver dragon not being stuck in their lair, stealing eggs. Anyways, they're all dead now. Truth.
Yes, he knows much of this. It would seem your travel have given you quite a bit of insight into the plans that Irenicus has made. I wonder if you might be of service to us.
I might be, if you think you can trust me.
You obviously bear no love for Irenicus, making you the enemy of our enemy. Classically speaking, this might make you our friend. even if you are not, you cannot reach Irenicus without helping us. He is untouchable, save for one possibility. Within the temple was an artifact of great power, the Rin Lanthorn. It was an ancient lantern, etched with the oldest of runes. The Lanthorn is attuned to the Elven nation, and no magic can bar its return to Elven lands. We could simply walk into Selden-Esla if we had it in our possession. Someone stole the relic when the temple fell to the Drow, obviously. It was a servant of Irenicus capitalizing on the chaos of the battle. We've not been able to determine where the thief went, despite the best efforts of our sages. It makes me think that the Lanthorn is no longer in Elven territory.
And what is it worth to you if we were to find out?
Your life. You may not be in league with Irenicus, but if you choose not to help, you ally yourself with him through inaction. As I said, we cannot take chances. We have not been able to determine where the thief went, despite the best efforts of our sages. It makes me think that the Lanthorn is no longer in Elven territory. Yes, you already said that. Well, it bears repeating. Okay then. I'm talking to myself in the Elven voice. Great. Let's see.
I don't quite know who it was, but I might be able to look outside of Elven territory for you. Truth! You're not helping the situation with this!
Perhaps you will be able to help in our search after all. You seem to know much of Irenicus and who might be working for him. I propose a trade of service.
I have my reservations about trades of service. I prefer trades of goods. So, why does Irenicus hate you and your city so much then?
I cannot say more than I have. Perhaps if I had access to the city, I would have insight, but as it stands, I am in the same situation as you are. The attack came without warning, born in the mind of a human we did not know. This was not in the realm of possibility, and it remains as such. He had dealt with the Drow, defiled our temple, and violated our city. His name is to be spit and spoken of as rarely as possible. He is all that elves are not. If you know how to find the treacherous servant of this fiend, I suggest that you do it. You seek Irenicus, we seek Irenicus. To help us is to help yourself. Find a Lanthorn. Seek outside of Elven lands in whatever location you can think of. Think an important servant for Irenicus would be. Only then will we reach this man.
And what can you do give me to aid in this?
We cannot march on human territory. As great as our problems are, they would only get worse if it appeared that we would be sending agents into the city of Arm.
And this deal just gets better and better. We march to our doom while they stay here.
You have traveled extensively. Return to the groups you have already encountered and ask for their aid. I'm sure you can find some among them that will help you. They need not know the nature of the emergency, only that a great evil needs to be routed. The less who know of the shame brought by Irenicus, the better.
Shame? What is this shame that he has cast?
It's not your concern. His deeds will be apparent when we reach him. Until then, you should begin on your task. They will need to know. They need not know. Yep, you already said that.
Can you help with special supplies and some holy water or some steaks come to mind?
I have such things. The water is exceptionally potent and will prove effective against those who wronged the temple. Watch, the wrath of the Seldarine is in each vial. It sounds as though you know the nature of the creature you must face. Your service is doubly appreciated.
Oh, I I am sure it is. I will set about to start my task immediately then, so I can get out of here.
We have talked long, and I will make sure the guards know you're free to come and go. Unfortunately, I must bring up a final point of contention. I said I would return to the Drow, and now is the time. I will not allow her to accompany you.
I wonder when this would when you would give voice to the looks you've been giving me all eve. Poor Elhan, hating me so.
You are an unhealthy risk, and I will not allow it. Wow, that's cold. Well, just kill her. This will probably close a little problem. No.
I cannot do this without the group I'm familiar with. She must go with me.
Very well. There's only one way I would allow her to partake in our plans. She must first swear loyalty to you and to your cause, Gisney.
Yes. Declare your loyalty, Viconia. When you eventually betray us, I will hold up your statement as proof of your untrustworthy nature after your kind.
Wow, that's kind of racist there, Jaheira.
Bah! Such statements are unnecessary. I am loyal, but if it will help your doubts, I do so swear my loyalty to this cause.
And she must also agree to agree us. That's the only way.
Your distrust is such that you require magical bonds to ensure that I commit no treachery? I wonder if the Drow are the only elves with darkened hearts.
Such talk does not endear you to me to you. Do you agree to do this or not?
Very well. Have your spells cast to secure my will to the task. I imagine spitting on you for the indignity will be restricted as well. A pity.
With the casting of the spell, all my doubts are removed. Viconia, you are now bound to the task. I fear no treachery. Let death be the threat if I am wrong. Skisney, I wish you well in your goals. Also, the lesson depends on your success.
Fine.
Gotcha.
On my way.
Finally, we are. Oh, it's night, I guess. Fine enough. What's this then? A typical grace of this elven structure serves as a field home for Elhan while his armies battle the Drow.
Back away from me, you pathetic fool! Do not cast your eyes upon me. I told you to let me be, Iblis! Are you so insipid and moronic that you cannot understand such simple instruction?
I don't quite know what Iblith means, but it's nothing too flattering, I believe.
And again, you turn so hostile. What happened to your promise and that Gia suggests make you serve me? To the deepest pits of the abyss with my promise. I shall do as I like, you ignorant male. You are an affront to me. I wish this had never been.
Let's stick with her. I'd like to see where this ends.
Why do you turn your head then? Those are tears in your eyes. Why are you saying these things to me? Why?
Wow, this is a little bit melodramatic.
I just... Leave me be, Skisney. Just leave me be.
Oh dear. Well, that Gias was casted at a fine time. With terrible emotional turmoil stuck in Viconia. Anyways, ooh, this is a nice little camping area. With these tents of the Elven War Party, are the tents of the Elven War Party. Within sit the grim-faced elves. Their knowledge of the cruel blasphemy of the Drow drives these warriors to protect their temple at any cost. Well, we are going to use this to rest for a bit, because, you know, kind of need it. There we go. A bit better. Wow, this forest is still pretty gloomy. So I guess it's very early in the morning, so that makes sense. Alright then, okay. Let's see. We are here. And we traveled all the way from this area through the Underdark all the way to here. Quite a journey we've made. Watcher's Keep is nearby as well. We will be visiting that. Let us... can we already go to the Arnis Hold? I suppose we can try.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must
We've been on this
defend
path
yourself.
previously. Are you sure you know where you left it? I have no desire to keep traveling about in circles.
Oh, how cheerful.
I blasted boy, I may be old, but me memory has not left me just in me head just yet. And we would not even have to look for it if Wolfgar had knocked it out of me hand. I did no such thing, dwarf. But you did, boy. You were not looking where you were flying about in battle, and I were too distracted by the trolls, so I ran after it, and then I forgot that you even did it after.
Well, of course we would be trying to help you find it. But all Drizzard was wondering was...
You were wondering whether I had left in me head, girl. And I'll tell you where to find me hammer soon enough. I'll not leave it for the goblins to steal. But maybe, be that as it may, Brunner, Drizzard, we got company. Maybe they have found your pretty little hammer, Brunner.
I know of this one, Skisney, from the Harpers. A drow of good alignment and heroic reputation. He is deserving of respect.
No, he is not. Adventure, eh? I like the looks of some of their equipment, Skidney. Let's kill him. One more comment about me hammer, Humberbelly. And you be wishing the first exquisite when I gets it back.
Peace, my friends. There's no need to fight over this. Ho there, traveller! I am Drizzard Odern, most recently of the Ten Towns. Are you friend or foe?
I have no reason to fight with you just yet, Drow.
Yes, this is quite a hard fight and doesn't get us much, so let's not do this. I will keep that in mind. Tell me, have you seen a pink warhammer in the vicinity of your vicinity during your travels?
Blast you, that! Me hammer not be pink!
You have to admit, Brunner, since Kerosene cast that enchantment on it, it has been glowing a little on the pinkish side.
It be red! Red, I tell you! Call it pink again, halfling, and you'll have yourself one-way ticket to the abyss.
I have been there. It was nothing special. Red, then. Might you have seen something like it, stranger?
No, I don't think so. I would keep it if I saw it. More than bluff. It must be about here somewhere.
Well, we'll look for it a little longer then, Brunner. Have no fear. We are not expected back in the Ten Towns for a fortnight yet. Tell me though, stranger, have we met before? I feel as though your face is familiar, but I cannot attach the time or place to it. Should I know you? Yes, we did run into him. I don't think we attacked him, because we got totally owned.
Well, we met only briefly. I helped you defeat some gnolls near Baldur's Gate.
That was you? Well met then. Forgive my apprehension. One must be wary in these parts, especially with the rumors that have been flying about. If you are in need of assistance, I will be glad to offer it. If not, I will wish you well and shall be on our way back to the far north. So we can indeed have Drizzard help us in possibly fighting Irenicus and Bodhi, but I think we want to do this on our own.
No, nothing at the moment. Thank you, farewell.
Perhaps another time then. Come, my friends, to the Ten Towns await our arrival. You've quite a journey to make if you want to get from Arm to the Ten Towns. I mean, I don't have a Forgotten Realms map here in front of me, but that's like several countries away. So good luck with that, Drizzard. I hope you have a portal somewhere to go through. So let's get to the Arnis Hold.
Do I have to do all the work?
And see if there's anything going on while we've been trouncing about in the Underdark. Right, the castle does not seem to be horribly sieged, so that's good. Right, courtyard still in order. Captain Sarek.
All's well, my lord.
You have the favour of the people and the guards. As well laughed as Lord Arnis was, hopefully no coming trouble will change that. Ah, good. I'm sure we'll have some dilemma to deal with. It has been quite a while since we were away.
Before venturing forth.
You owe me.
Right, onto the main hall. And let's have a chat with the Major Domo.
Greetings, Your Grace.
Greetings, Your Grace. Is there something I can do for you?
Is there nobody else to see me?
No, my lord. I've dealt with a few issues of justice and land matters, minor things truly, but no one has currently requesting an audience with you. Oh, well, I guess there has been nothing to do then. Well, this is, I think this is a good point to end the episode then. Next episode, we will be returning to the City of Arm, doing some quests and gathering some fancy items there before we face off against Bodhi. Or maybe we just head on straight on to face Bodhi. We will see. Anyways, till the next one.